Hey Matt, Marcus here. Happy Saturday, January 11th. Just finished watching your video. Are police forces supporting drugs and drug crime to boost their budgets? Interesting questions you raised. Very interesting, my brother. And actually, can't say as I can poke any holes in your logic there. A little bit of conspiracy theory, but on the other hand, a lot of that stuff turns out to be true. My question for you, because your video got me thinking, was do you know who the man who single-handedly, pretty much single-handedly, made weed illegal and basically went from nobody really knowing much about it to creating this huge marketing program to demonize and make weed illegal and start what we know today as the drug war, the war on drugs? I'll give you 3 hints. First of all, his first name was Harry. Second of all, his second name was Anslinger. And his middle initial was J. I had to check that because I couldn't remember. It's pretty amazing. Harry J. Anslinger, was 32 years in the job, the top drug cop, if you will. Check out what, I might have to do a paper on this because it's pretty neat stuff. Check out what Anslinger, I'll have to take my glasses off here to read. Harry J. Anslinger. This is from Wikipedia right here. Harry Jacob Anslinger. He unprecedented 32 years in his role as commissioner until 1962 as the Treasury Department's Federal Bureau of Narcotics. He was the commissioner of that, the Treasury Department's Federal Bureau of Narcotics, and he held office, as I said, unprecedented for 32 years until 62. Then he went on to be the U.S. representative to the United Nations Narcotics Commission. So he had a serious issues with drugs. But the interesting thing is that, as some of his critics allege, and this is where it gets pretty neat, is that, or not neat, as devious perhaps is a better word, they allege that he really didn't have a problem with drugs until a hidden agenda, which was DuPont's petrochemical interests and William Randolph Hearst together. They created the highly sensational anti-marijuana campaign to eliminate hemp as an industrial competitor. Very interesting. A lot of times there is money behind the scenes in things like this, and it looks to me like perhaps Anslinger had a hidden agenda. Okay, this is kind of cool. This is a the Devil Weed and Harry Anslinger. Check out, this guy was not a nice man. He was extremely racist. He liked to play the race card when he was demonizing weed. He said, reefer makes darkies think they're as good as white man. And the primary reason to outlaw marijuana is its effect on the degenerate races. That's a direct quote from Anslinger. Pretty racist, pretty strong stuff there. He also offered this profile of the average toker. Most are Negroes, Hispanics, Filipinos, and entertainers. Their satanic music, jazz, and swing result from marijuana use. This marijuana causes white women to seek sexual relations with Negroes, entertainers, and any others. Pretty crazy. I think we can see here. It seems as though the roots of today's drug war, today's demonization, illegalization of marijuana, go straight to Anslinger and straight to racism and some pretty questionable morals, characteristics. I mean, this highly racist person here was the one that some say demonized weed and made it illegal for business purposes, so that DuPont and what do we have here? DuPont and the William Randolph Hearst together, they could basically stop competition. It was like they were trying to get a monopoly and get hemp out of the picture so that their petrochemical business interests could succeed. So really interesting here to know some of the history of how and why marijuana was made illegal. And certainly looking here at some of the things Anslinger had to say about black people, African Americans, about Hispanics, Filipinos, entertainers, he generalizes them. An extremely racist man. And also some of the language, the satanic music, jazz and swing, and sexual relations, it almost sounds like extreme right-wing Christian pulp propaganda. So really interesting to see the root here, possibly the single person that made marijuana illegal, and makes us, we should be really questioning the whole illegalization of marijuana just based on this questionable person who brought it to be. So I think I might have to do some more research on this, and perhaps maybe even do a paper on it. It could be interesting to see that. So what do you think, Matt? Anslinger, yeah, quite a character. Very questionable racist tendencies and things like that, and also probably a degree of corruption here on why we criminalized marijuana in the first place. What do our readers think? What do our viewers think? Let's hear some comments below. Do you know more about Anslinger? Is there more to the puzzle we haven't seen yet that I haven't found? I've just started doing some research into this, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.